Hey everybody, it's Aussie94 here with my tongue piercing experience and aftercare. So to start off with, I'm just going to talk about my experience, the pain and all that kind of stuff. So I got it done roughly about 6.5 to 7 months ago. It's still in the healing process because tongue piercings take up to 12 months to fully heal. Like, you can change the bar and everything, like there's no pain or anything, but because the muscle tissue, it needs that 12 months before it's completely healed and all that kind of mumbo jumbo. So yeah, I got it done 6 to 7 months ago. I went with my friend. I think she was getting her smiley done or something, and I was extremely nervous. I haven't been that nervous for any piercing ever. To be honest, like, I almost fainted because I was so nervous. My body had been using up so much adrenaline and sugar in my bloodstream. So yeah, I got it done. It was probably the most painful piercing that I have had in my experience with my pain threshold. If you get it, it might be least painful or like a medium tolerance. Just simply, I was just really nervous about getting it done because it is a muscle, and I know. And then after I got it done, I nearly fainted. I had to quickly, after I paid for it, I quickly had to go and get some food. And yeah, just to get my blood sugar back up and to help my body from not fainting, to help save itself. So I got it done with quite a large bar. This one doesn't have the ball on, but this is the bar that it was. And I will compare it against a different one. So when you get it pierced with a surgical stainless steel bar. So I'm pretty sure it's like a 24mm bar, 16 gauge. So it looks like this. It's pretty long in comparison to like a labret bar. So afterwards, when I went to go get food, they give you like a pamphlet of do's and don'ts and things to stay away from. So I went to Macca's and got a frozen Fanta, like a frozen raspberry, like slushie, just to help cool the piercing down, help reduce swelling and pain, and you know, because it's cold, you're closing like capillaries and desensitizing the nerves and stuff, so that's reducing pain and inflammation. But stupidly enough, I got a cheeseburger as well, and that was extremely hard to eat. I wouldn't suggest eating anything for a couple of hours afterwards. Not fun. You have to reteach yourself how to chew and eat food. So on the piece of paper that I got, they suggested not having caffeine or Coke for at least 2 weeks afterwards, because the caffeine increases swelling and reduces the healing process. So I would stay away from that. And I did notice, I think it was a week later, I did have like a can of Coke, and yeah, I think the healing process did slow down a little bit from that. And they also suggest not smoking for at least 1 day, like 24 hours afterwards, because, you know, tobacco toxins getting into an open wound's not really the best, because it's going to go straight into your bloodstream and it's going to disturb the healing process again. So aftercare, you can use mouthwash, or you can use like a saltwater gargle. It's purely preference. You can get special piercing cleaner that's okay to use for the mouth, like when you get a lip piercing, I'm pretty sure you can get like a special gargle for it, or you could use like a betadine gargle or something. I just used the Listerine. It's specifically antiseptic, so as long as you've got something that is antiseptic, which is, you know, good for it, it should be fine, because you don't want to be putting something that isn't antiseptic and isn't going to help your new piercing out. So that's good to kill all the bugs, bacteria, all that kind of mumbo jumbo. I did that for twice a day for 2 to 3 weeks afterwards, and then I stopped, and then every once in a while I'd use it, but now I use it once a night because just purely for my mouth hygiene. So yeah, and also every once in a while I get like a piece of floss and I just go around the bar just to get rid of any like plaque that's building up around it. Sometimes like the plaque builds up around the top where the ball is, so yeah, you want to get that out so that it's not making your mouth stink, because it will give you bad breath. Now the jewelry is just, yeah, as I said, a 16 gauge bar. You can stretch it, it is a muscle, so it will allow for that. It will hurt, but yeah, you can stretch it. I've known people that have put a 14 gauge or 12 gauge in, so it's really thick. So yeah, at the moment I've just got a stainless steel bar in with the stainless steel ball on the bottom, and then I've just got an acrylic ball on the top. So the pure reason why I've got the acrylic ball on the top is that if it does hit my teeth, then it's not going to be as damaging as metal. Also, it's a bit more subtle because of the colour. Yeah, that's purely the reason. I would suggest, if you know that you're going to be chewing on the bar, to get an acrylic bar and change it every couple of weeks. It is expensive doing it that way, but it's better than chewing on a metal bar and chipping your teeth. This is one of the bars that I had in for a little bit, and I've chewed it so much that, yeah, it's a bit disgusting. That's just, there are 2 marks of the acrylic tearing in spots. I also have a fruit bar, and it came with this bowl on it. So it's like Diamante's. I would suggest not getting a bowl like this because I had it in, it looks really pretty, and like I put it on. So yeah, it looks really pretty on, but the Diamante's do cut the top of your mouth. I had it in for about an hour and I had to take it out. The top of my mouth was so sore, it was raw. Having anything that was citrusy or like minty or like, yeah, it was just really painful. It's like when you eat lots and lots of sour lollies and you go and drink like a soft drink, or you go and have something that's citrusy, like lemon on top of like, yeah, chicken Kiev or something, and it burns. So I would suggest not doing that, or just stay with acrylic bowls or just straight metal bowls. Or yeah, so I've got the stainless steel bar in because when I had this one in before I chewed bits, I found that it would grip on my tongue because it wasn't really, I don't know, it just wasn't like slippery, or I can't remember what the word for it is, but it just grips to the tongue muscle. So I just found the metal bar was a lot more smooth and slick, and I don't know, I don't chew on it. Every once in a while I might be, you know, hanging around with it. I think when I get nervous or something, like, I start to play with it like that. But yeah, okay, so now taking the bar out, I wouldn't suggest. You can take it out after, I think it was 1 to 2 weeks. I can't really remember. I think it was 1 week. I would suggest 2. So if your tongue is still really swollen, then you probably won't be able to get in like a changeover bar. Like you won't be able to change the swell bar because the shorter bar won't pop out. I tried that when I was trying to change it to like the acrylic bar, and because the swell bar is, you know, a lot bigger, it's quite hard for it to pop out because, you know, that's where the bowl goes on top. It's got like the little piece for a screw. So yeah, it is much bigger. So I would suggest waiting a little bit for your tongue to reduce the swelling, and you can practice. You know, you can take it out after 2 weeks. It might be a little bit painful, but as long as it's not bleeding or anything, then you should be fine. Yeah, you can, yeah, if it doesn't poke out of the top, then you know that you've got to put the swell bar in, wait a couple of days, and then try it again. And then taking it out is really simple. I mean, you can either go for the bottom bowl to unscrew it, or you can go to the top bowl. I prefer the top because, I don't know, it's a lot easier. So you just pull it out. You can either stick it between your teeth or rotate your tongue, hold the bottom and twist the top, but then the bottom might undo, so then, yeah. And then, yeah, take the ball off and then just gently take it out. So you can go like this. Take the bowl off or stick it between your teeth. So yeah, it's just the same acrylic bowl that's on the tune-up one. And then if you want, you can leave it without a bowl. I mean, it's got the bottom of your, like your jaw, the bottom of your mouth, so it's not gonna come out. So might feel like it if you stick it out, and it might get caught in your teeth, so it might come out, but you can easily fix that up. And then yeah, just take it out. So as you see, yeah, the bar's a lot smaller, and I should probably clean this because it does have plaque around it, so it's a bit gunky. And I would suggest not leaving it out for a long time. My sister takes it out, like, she can take it out for a couple of days and it's fine, but she's had it done for a long time. So it really just depends. So you can't really see the hole on the bottom. So there that is, and then on the top, obviously, yeah. So, and then just to stick it back in, you can either go from the top or the bottom. And then pop the ball back on. And then, yeah, so you can change and swap if you want an acrylic bar, or you want like a titanium bar or whatever. It's the same changing for every single bar, obviously, so it's quite simple. So yeah, as I said, I don't really look after it much anymore. You know, I gargle my mouth and wash it out once a night now. For like 4 months I wasn't even doing that. It's just purely preference. If it's part of your teeth cleaning regime, then great, and if it isn't, then it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it just basically looks after itself after 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, just be careful what you eat, because when you do get it pierced, you're chewing and you're more self-conscious of your tongue, and you think that you're using it a lot more than you really need to, and you're chewing on it, and you're chewing the bar, and it hurts. So yeah, and I'd also be careful. I have chipped that tooth twice, so it's not that bad, thankfully, but yeah, I'd be careful if you have really strict parents, or they don't want you to get done because they're paying for dentist bills and all that kind of stuff. I'd be more careful. I'd go for the acrylic bar. But yeah, each to their own. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. I hope that I covered everything that was needed to be covered. If not, comment down below. I'll link my current piercing video down below, as well as my Conch experience and my Rook experience, and my Navel Aftercare video as well, and my Instagram and my Twitter, so feel free to follow those if you want. Feel free to like the video if you like, or subscribe. Not really fussed. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this. Yeah, and have a good day. See ya.